I think collectively we need to do more to stop what's going on with this crazy administration. And I had a couple of ideas. One is, I think since they overturned the Voting Rights Act, the Civil Rights Voting Act, that any strong, especially black athlete who is being, is being recruited to come and play at their college should not play in a red state. Specifically, they should boycott playing in a red state and go and play for a college in a blue state. I also think that sports in general should shut down completely. No football, no basketball, no baseball, no golf, no NASCAR racing, no boxing, no wrestling. Collectively, we should all just shut it completely down and say that there's going to be no more sports happening in the United States until we get rid of this corrupt administration. Just completely shut it down. People will lose their fucking minds. That's going to wake up people. That will wake people up. Just shut it down. Everybody should just say, you know what? No, we're not participating until we get rid of the corruption that is happening in the United States. All of them. And there's no sports. Nothing. So that also means canceling the World Cup. So no World Cup. And the Olympics is supposed to come here in 2028? Yeah, no, they're not playing here in California. I think it was California. Nope, not coming here, no more. Let's take it another step. Every performer, musician, singer, pop star, rock star, rapper, whatever, refuse to play any venue in the United States until this administration is gone. Completely gone. That means everybody who is doing things illegally, that is doing things nefariously, that is manipulating, that is stealing, that is changing laws for their own freaking 1% billionaires, just refuse to come. Not having a concert, not playing, not performing. No way. You do not get the right to see me, I'm being me, the performer, playing in this corrupt country until we do something about it. Okay? Again, people will lose their fucking minds. They will go berserk. Berserk. You're going to take away their sports. You're going to take away their entertainment. Truthfully, if I was a actor, writer, director, or producer, I would never do anything for CBS Paramount, ever. I wouldn't even go to them to sell them anything after what they did to Stephen Colbert, okay? Nope. You pitch anywhere else, but not them. Let the Ellisons, Larry Ellison, I think his name is. Yeah, let him, you see what it feels like. Nobody wants to work with them. In fact, just get rid of it. I don't have it. Gone. I don't want it. No, the only way to get them to understand the seriousness of what is happening is to take away the things that, for people to wake up, to take away the things that they love the most, which is their sports and entertainment, because that will force people to wake up and start looking at, you're the reason this is happening? Because you're stealing from us? Because you're child PDFering and graping and embezzling? No, not happening it anymore. Taking away our freedom of speech, the First Amendment, that's what they're doing. That's what they did to Stephen Colbert. Because you can't fucking take a joke? Are you serious? You're that egocentric and you're that pathetic that you can't take a freaking joke? It's ridiculous, okay? Now, I want you to look this up if you don't believe me. Back in the 60s, a big proponent for the civil rights was Frank Sinatra, okay? Frank Sinatra had a lot of power. You can look these stories up. You can look at what he did in Vegas in the 60s, and you can look at what happened here in the Jim Crow era in Miami Beach, okay? Muhammad Ali and people that were performing were not allowed on the beach in Miami. And this was just in the 60s. I mean, they fought so hard to get the rights to vote, and then this fucking Supreme Court overturns it. These racist motherfuckers, okay? It was because of Frank Sinatra, because Frank Sinatra had that much power that he said, I will not perform at this hotel ever again unless you allow these people into this hotel and onto the beach. He did the same thing with Sammy Davis in freaking Las Vegas. Look it up if you don't believe me. There's a million stories, people who can go into great detail and tell you exactly what he did. Thank you, Frank Sinatra. This is when I'm proud to be Italian. So we have that power again. You sports players, you professionals, you entertainers, you're the ones that have all this pull. You know, you have all this pull on your social medias and you sell out concerts. You have so much power in the people that follow you. If you collectively say no more, you will see change happen so fast it will make your head spin. I hate to have to say it like that. I hate to have that it has to be on people that have that kind of power, but you have that kind of power, right? We're just regular people. We don't have that kind of power. Our power is in our vote, is in what we do in our community. That's where our power lies, right? But when you have this global power, can you imagine if collectively the entertainment industry and the sports industry shut down anything in the United States, what that would do? Let's move things along quickly. Who's with me? I'm telling you, I can see it. If you did it, things would change faster than your head could turn. So fast. Look up what Frank Sinatra did in the 60s, if you don't believe me. All right, everybody, I'm dead serious about this. I think that they should do it. I think we should do it. All right, tell me what you think. See you later. Stay safe. Find your own joy. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to mention when I was talking about us having individual power and it being our vote. More and more stories are coming out about compromising our vote, right? There's a new whistleblower with Elon, what happened with him, who is speaking out about what he did with the satellites. Now, you know, I'm not saying that's true or not. This is alleged, you know, if she has evidence, and hopefully she does, and hopefully there will be a real investigation done. But we did hear stories about bombing at voting booths. We know there were ballots missing. These have all been confirmed. There's an organization, and of course, I can't remember the name of it, but you guys will know what I'm talking about, who is investigating certain states and going through the ballots and finding anomalies and, you know, and all this stuff. So if it's coming to the point where now they're taking away our freedom of speech, and then if they're manipulating the votes, and I know you've heard the orange buffoon say, oh, well, maybe I could run a third term. I don't know, you know, well, maybe I could. No, you fucking can't. No, you can't, if you're even alive to do it, but no, okay? The point is, if they are cheating to win, then it's not even, they've taken our voting power away too. So you people who are still drinking the Kool-Aid and are supporting this and are supporting him, if you're still in that game, is it gonna be that when they come knocking on your door, taking away your guns that you were so afraid that the liberals were gonna do? Is that when you're gonna wake up? Because if you think they're gonna take away your right to speak what you want, and then they're taking away your voting rights, right? I mean, they're literally gerrymandering and literally overturning laws to protect people to be represented in Congress, right? Black and brown people. They're taking away women's rights. What do you think they're going to come for next? They're going to want your guns, honey. Because that's the only power you're going to have left. Just saying. All right. Thought I would share. Needed to vent today. It was a venting day. And I had that thought a couple weeks ago about the sports and the entertainment. And I really do think that would be a big collective resistance to what this corrupt administration is doing. That's what I think we should do. Be happy. All right. See you guys next time. Bye.